final batch of beetroots, still surviving even though it's the end of November. They look really nice, and I have started harvesting bits and pieces, and I will see how far they go. This is the perpetual spinach. This is doing really nice, and I expect these spinach plants survive during the winter, and they did last few years. Hopefully this year also they'll do. These are my two different varieties of onions. First batch, they're already 1 feet tall, maybe more, and the second batch, they just started to break the ground. Some of them already up and running. These are called lamb's lettuce. Variety is called Vision, and some of the overwintering onions the other side. And I also got lamb's lettuce here as well. I planted them a couple of days back. And this side of the bed, I planted 2 rows of broad beans, overwintering broad beans. This is the bed I'm going to plant my brassicas next year, March. However, I put some salads, winter salad, they call Claytonia, you can see. So I protected from the birds, nothing else. And Claytonia, first time I'm trying this year. This is one of the cold frames, and you can see the coriander, how well it's growing. And at the end I put some spring onions. They're also looking good. I need to harvest. You can see I already harvested some plants the other side, and have to do the same thing at this side as well. I also put some spare coriander seedling this side of the cold frame. Let's see whether they're going to survive or not. These are my coriander plants outside. The variety is called cilantro. These are the salad plants outside. This is another cold frame. Look at the salads. They're grown up so tall, and I need to harvest them. And some of the spring onions next to them, and winter spinach. This one is from last year. I planted last November. That's still going on. Salads again, outdoors. They are looking beautiful. This is my greenhouse, and you can see the salads. They're really nice and very tasty. And I got one tomato plant, which is San Marzano. Still they're ripening. I'll leave it as it is. I'll see how far they go. These are my chilies. They're still doing okay. I harvested them as much as I can, and there will be few more harvests before I cut them to the ground. I don't think they'll survive. I tried a few years back. They didn't survive, because even though it's a cold frame, it needs a bit of heating environment for them to survive. Let's see how it goes. I'll cut them to the the root level, maybe leave 1 feet tall, and then see how it goes. But they are still doing okay now. Very close to the December, end of November. Look at this basil sprouts. They're beautiful. They're almost ready to be harvested. So this weekend I'm going to harvest the first one. I really like basil sprouts during this time of the year till February. Look at the calabrese, still going on, even though it's end of the November. Hopefully I'll harvest this in a couple of days' time. These are the cullets, and they are forming slowly. You can see them, yeah, the buds. And hopefully I'll get my first harvest in few weeks time, maybe second week of December, and then I can continue my harvest till February. This is the beautiful kale, Black De Niro Magic. This is another kale plant area. I still got some of the plants alive here, and they won't survive during the winter. That means I need to harvest them either in December or this week. These two are the carrots. I need to harvest them this weekend. These are my oca plants. They're doing really nice, and I'm going to harvest them this weekend, at least this part, and the other two parts I'm going to cut the leaves and put it in a greenhouse or a shade so that I can harvest whenever I want them. I have pruned my gooseberries vertically. You can see all of them are pruned. This is how I did last year, and it was easy for me to harvest and weed off at the bottom. That's why I'm following the same process this year as well. It's all vertically pruned. This is my banana plant. I wrapped it up. Last year I lost one. This year I'm trying to protect it with the place. These are my brassicas for next March planting outside. I sown them in the first week of November, and I potted them recently. These are all brassicas. This is my experiment with chilies. I sown the chilies in October, and once they germinated, I potted them into individual pots to see whether they're going to survive in this greenhouse, no heating, so that I can see whether I can continue to sow them in October or I need to sow them in January as usual. These are the rest of the brassicas. I need to pot them this weekend, and last year I sown them exactly same time as this year, which is November first week, and they managed to survive in the greenhouse without any heating. This is called lamb's lettuce, winter lettuce. I need to plant them out.